Hi teacher, now we are going to explain the structure, how to apply, and the importance of diagnostic tests. First, the importance of diagnostic tests is to evaluate or to know, to gather information about the previous knowledge of the student. Also, we have the structure. The first one, we need to include the educational unit and also the informative data of the students. In the first part, we need to include the student's name, the subject, the area, the grade, parallel, date, and finally the teacher's name. Also, we need to include the instructions. The instructions the teacher must read before to start the test. And here we have different instructions. The principal instructions in this part are before you start the test, listen to the teacher's instructions carefully, write clearly and neatly. The time for the test will be 40 minutes. The evaluation will be graded over 10 points. It contains 6 questions. Each item has different grade. And finally, if you don't understand something, ask your teacher for help.
Okay, before beginning with the structure of the questionnaire, I could say that this questionnaire is for children, so we should grade by qualitative way. So we have first identification. We have a table with grade per questions. For example, A for acquire, IP for in process, A for initial, and NE for not evaluated. For example, we have the next instruction, recognize the colors and color in. So the first instruction is watch the picture and watch and color in with color red, orange, and purple. So the students should color correctly, and if they do it correctly, they have acquired the knowledge. Otherwise, they could have in process, initial, or not evaluated. So the next skill is writing. They actually don't write, but they have to trace something. That we have also a table, grade per question, acquired, in process, initial, not evaluated. So they have to trace. Look at the pictures and trace correctly. For example, we have here follow the periods. They have to go in a correct way, don't go out the lines. These activities could have two activities in the same skill. For example, they have again to trace, for example, look at the room and trace with object. So they have to do it correctly.
For the listening part, also teacher need to insert this in the diagnostic test. We have a grade per question, as my partner says before, and we can include two activities in this part. We have listening and coloring. For example, listen to the name of the school supplies that the teacher says and the color what you hear. The student needs to color what the teacher says in each chart. In the next activity is something like the first, for example, listen and circle the animal you list. You have the animal, and the students need to circle the correct one. At the end, in the diagnostic test, it's important that we'll always have the validate signatures and says to certify if the diagnostic test is properly developed for the students. And that's it.